I've been trying to find like a good spot to film this video for the past I don't even know, but we're here now. Hello, welcome back to my channel. I hope that you guys have been enjoying my book videos because I know I've been enjoying myself. Okay, I love this new hobby that I've picked up and I love that I get to share it with you guys. I know that a lot of people in real life and online, I don't want to say like in real life because it's like you guys are still real life, but I know that people in my personal life and then people in my social media life, a lot of you guys are interested in reading or want to get into reading, or some of y'all just like hearing people talk about books. So either way, I appreciate all of the support in any shape, way, or form. Today's video, I wanted to share some of my goals that I've set for myself that I don't mind verbalizing publicly. One of my first goals that I'm pretty sure every reader out there has set for themselves is how many books you want to read this year. I set mine on Goodreads along with a lot of other people, so if you want to follow me on there and keep track of what books I'm currently reading, what books I've already read, and what books I want to read, I will put the link in the description below, and of course I will put it on the screen. But I set a goal of 55 books this year, and the only reason I said 55 is because I read like 5 to 6 books. I think in December I read like 7 or 8 books, I don't know, but I read a lot. And so I was like, if I keep going at that pace, I should be able to read 55 books. But I don't know, because there is a such thing as reading slumps. I think I'm in one of them right now. So it's been almost a week and I have not finished an entire book. I'm still reading a book and I'm only on page like 150 something. What? I don't know, so I'm kind of thinking that 55 might have been overstepping it a little bit, but I'm curious to see how many books I do read. Either way, I'm gonna read as much as I can. There was a piece of me that felt like I was gonna read over 55. The next goal that I set for myself that is book related is to upload a video at least once a week. I know that my channel is not like a booktube, but I'm not gonna lie, I think it's gonna become one. I'm still gonna do vlogs here and there because I love vlogging. So I'm still gonna do vlogs here and there, but for the most part, my videos are going to be book related and I plan on uploading those videos at least once a week. So as you guys can see, I have been doing really good with that goal already. Wait, I mean, I didn't upload the first week of January, but you gotta start somewhere. Third goal that I have is to not go into books with expectations. That is going to be super hard while Bookstagram and Booktube exist. I mean, Book Talk too. I don't have TikTok, so I don't really like include that like Book Talk in my videos. But I mean, Book Talk is like the basis of every other book platform, in my opinion. I feel like I started hearing about Book Talk first and then I started seeing a whole bunch of YouTube videos. Don't get me wrong, there are a lot of YouTubers out there that have been posting book videos for years, but it wasn't until recently that I started seeing more like Instagram posts and YouTube posts. So I know with that happening, it's gonna be hard to pick up books that were like recommended from a video and have all of those like thousands of people in the back of my head that are like, oh my god, this is the most amazing book I've ever read in my life. There are a few books that I went into them like, oh, this is gonna be so good. I've heard nothing but good things about this book. And then I don't end up liking it because it didn't really meet my expectations. So I want to stop going into books with that mentality of like, okay, well, some people said this book is so bad. Other people really love this book. I feel like that was me with all of Colleen Hoover's books. Oh, I actually need to make a video about that. That was also me with ACOTAR. That is such a popular, highly rated book series, and I was not in love with it. It was good, but I didn't really understand like the hype of it all. But those are my 3 goals that I have set for myself. Obviously, I have some others too that are not book related. Those I'm just gonna kind of work on personally, not really gonna verbalize anything because I just want to see the growth overall without me like running my mouth So now we're gonna get into the books that I am most excited to read in January. I'm gonna be honest, it is already January 10th, right? Oh, it's January 10th, and I have read 2 books already that I really wanted to read this month, and then the other book that I'm currently reading that's taking me forever to finish, but I am determined to finish it. But with all that being said, I'm saying that I want to finish these books in January, but considering that I only do my wrap-ups every like 2 months, I know that some of these books are going to bleed into February. These are not the only books that you guys will see in my January-February wrap-up, so definitely stay tuned for that video as well. But the first book that I have here, oh wait, I should have did like a thumbnail or something, right? This ring light is actually giving me such a headache. It's not even funny. What time is it? So the first book that I have here is Love and Other Words. I was about to say that I've heard nothing but good things about this book, but trying not to do that. But I mean, I have heard nothing but good things about this book. I know that this book has a few different tropes in it. It's like a second chance trope. There's a few other tropes in this book. It follows the 2 main characters, Macy and Elliot, who were childhood lovers. Elliot was Macy's first love, and then they, grew up, grew apart, went separate ways, and they kind of just go about their lives. And she is now, I want to say married or getting married. Yeah. So she's getting married, she's working hard as a new pediatrics resident. Like she's on her stuff. And then her and Elliot cross paths and the story goes from there. So yeah, I'm pretty excited to read this book. I love second chance tropes. That is actually the reason that I picked the book up, not only because I heard a lot of people talk about it, but if I'm being honest with you, I've kind of learned my lesson about picking up books just because a lot of people talk about it. There's a few books that I've read just because a lot of people talk about it, and I did not like them. So what really made me pick up this book was the fact that I knew that it had a second chance trope in it. I love second chance tropes. The next book that I have is If He Had Been With Me. This book I heard is super, super sad, and I love any type of entertainment that can make me cry. I think that you are seriously a talented soul if you can create a story and get somebody to be so emotionally involved in that story. Like you've really done it. You've really outdone yourself this time. I know that this book, I heard that there's like a second book coming out. So it's gonna be a duology, and it is the guy's point of view. So this book is the girl's point of view. Her name is Autumn, and the guy's name is Finn, and they used to be childhood best friends, and time went by, they outgrew each other, they don't really talk anymore. Life went on. Are you seeing a pattern here? Except with them, I don't think that they were childhood lovers. I think they were literally just childhood best friends, but I don't know, I could be wrong. So Autumn grows up, has a boyfriend, has all her friends, and then Finn has become that boy at school. So that is like whatever. So he's like popular, he's become that boy. But even though they've grown into, their own people, they don't really talk anymore, they still kind of like have this weird feeling every time they cross paths. And Autumn just has this idea that they were meant to be together, and then the last sentence says, and as time passes, Autumn realizes she might not get another chance to make things right before it's too late. So I know that this book is super, super sad. So even though I want to read this book this month, I'm not sure when I'm going to read it, because for the most part, I read my books at work, and I really don't want to be crying at work. Like, I just don't. I'd rather not. The next book that I have is A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. This is a thriller. It's a young adult thriller mystery. Yeah, I think that's what you call it. I don't know, it just doesn't sound... Thriller murder mystery? Yeah. It's about a girl named... what is her name? Pip. So there was a couple, Andy and Sal, Andy was murdered by her boyfriend, and then Sal, who was the boyfriend, killed himself. So it was like a murder-suicide? Murder-suicide. Yeah, I think that's what you call them. I don't know. But 5 years later, I guess the case is closed, and then Pip becomes like a teenage detective and tries to figure out what happened, basically. I want to say that there's a subplot of romance in there, but I'm not sure. If there's not, I'm really 100% fine with that. I feel like almost every single book that I've read so far has some type of romance in it, but I am trying to branch out and read different books that the main plot is not romance. The next book that I have actually just came in the mail. I was so excited about this. I was supposed to get it today and it came last night, so I was super excited about this. Hello from the other side. Get it? Hello from the other side of the screen. I'm so excited. Guess what, you guys? I've gotten a package and I'm so excited to open it because I know exactly what it is, and I was not expecting this to come until tomorrow. So the fact that it is here, it just makes me so fucking happy. So this is from Barnes & Noble. Should I put the camera down a little bit? What the fuck? Okay, that's like, I guess better, but I have to stand further from the fucking camera. Okay. I also got a ring light today. So maybe, hopefully, this lighting won't really be the death of me for too much longer. I'm so fucking... Oh my god, this book is thick. They're so soft and like pretty. Like that. Okay, so apparently bookworms be like smelling pages. I'm not understanding the hype. So the first book that I got is The Vanishing Half by Britt Bennett. I know that this is a book about, but it's called The Vanishing Half. It is about two black twin sisters, but they are light-skinned, and one of them decides to live her life as a white woman. And yeah, it's pretty thick. Okay, it's almost 400 pages, not quite, but I've accomplished that before. So the last book that I have is called Someday Maybe. I actually have not heard anybody talk about this book. I am so excited to read it because listen to this freaking synopsis. Even though it's not really a synopsis, but it's like, I don't know what this is, but we're gonna read it. Here are 3 things you should know about my husband. 1, he was the great love of my life, despite his penchant for going incommunicado. 2, he was, as far as I and everyone else could tell, perfectly happy, which is significant because 3, on New Year's Eve, he killed himself. And here's one thing you should know about me. 1, I found him. Bonus fact, no, I am not okay. Someday Maybe is a stunning and witty debut novel about a young woman's emotionally, I did that last time too, what the fuck? Emotional journey through unimaginable loss, pulled along by her tight-knit Nigerian family, a posse of new friends, and the love and laughter she shared with her husband. I feel like this book is going to have romance in it, of course, because it's going to talk about like probably moments that she shared with her husband, of course, but I don't think there's gonna be like a new romance in this book. But I'm really excited about this. I'm excited that she is a black woman. I am excited about the plot. I am excited that this is a debut novel. Like I'm excited. I'm excited to read all of these books, but I think this is going to be the next one that I read. It looks like a big book. Oh wow, I didn't think it was going to be over 300 pages, but it's actually 342 pages. So, damn, I just accidentally read a fucking sentence. But that is all that I have for you guys today. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Be on the lookout for more book videos because that is all I do with my life now. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed them because if you don't, it sucks to suck. If you guys have picked up any new hobbies, comment down below. Or if you're trying to get into reading, if you guys have any book recommendations, comment down below and subscribe and like this video and follow me on Goodreads so that we can talk about it and look through each other's TBRs, books that we want to read, books that you're currently reading. Like I'm here. I'm part of BookTube now, okay? All right. Period. But yeah, I will see you guys in my next video.